Which rappers fell off the hardest? Here's our list of rappers that fell off this year. In order to double-check our numbers, we used actual data from Spotify. Despite their best efforts, these rappers just couldn't cultivate the attention of the fans they once had. We also made sure to include some honorable mentions, so make sure to scroll down to see those artists as well. Rappers that fell off in 2023 to 1. CJ, the New York rapper best known for his smash hit, Whoop-T, has been somewhat silent since the success of the track at the beginning of 2021. Soriano self-released Whoop-T, his first commercially successful track, in July 2020. CJ raps over a track that he obtained on YouTube and samples from Arijit Singh's Sanam Re. Later the rights were cleared. February 2021 saw the single reach number 10 on the US Billboard Hot 100 and number 3 in the UK. In addition, Billboard's Emerging Artists charted him as the number 1 artist. In the future, he struck a deal with Warner Records and his uncle, James Cruz, a record executive, on his own record company, Cruise Control Entertainment. Warner had the greatest position out of all the labels that approached him, he said. CJ published Bop on January 26, 2021, as the follow-up to Whoop-T. On February 19, 2021, he released his first full-length play, Loyalty Over Royalty. French Montana served as an executive producer. Interestingly enough, CJ was able to ride Spotify's Rap Caviar playlist, the largest hip-hop editorial on the platform, for weeks on end, propping up CJ's monthly listener count. Will next year carry a bounce back for the rapper? Only time will tell. 2. Lil Mosey. As much as we all enjoyed Lil Mosey's summer smasher, Blueberry Faygo, the Washington rapper hasn't yet been able to replicate that same success. In fact, Blueberry Faygo even surpassed 1 billion streams this year. But what about his new releases? His latest release, titled Falling, seems to be quite fitting for the state of the rapper's declining monthly listener count. Now, of course, Lil Mosey isn't in smoke perp territory, and could very well have plenty of gas left in the tank. But with new rappers coming up fast, Mosey hasn't been able to connect with fans like he used to. Lil Mosey is noted for his lyrical content, which is often based on his own experiences. When questioned about the meaning of the phrase, "I wouldn't consider myself a mumble rapper because I don't know what that is," Lil Mosey says in an interview with Complex when asked if the word mumble rap applies to him. As a result of this, I speak in a whisper. As far as Lil Mosey is concerned, Meek Mill's Dreams and Nightmares has a major impact on his music. As he explains in an interview with the magazine, he would often listen to it when he was younger. Asked in the same interview if he had garnered parallels to Drake, Mosey said, "Musically, people be comparing me to Drake." Okay there, Mosey, keep telling yourself that. 3. Rich the Kidder. I remember it like it was yesterday. It's 2018, and everyone is listening to Plug Walk by Rich the Kid. However, 2022 hasn't been very kind to Rich. After his lowest year of streaming yet in 2021, we wondered if Rich the Kid had the ability to make a comeback in 2022. Sadly, the numbers aren't looking very good. So far it's looking like Rich will break his previous year's low stream count. It seems like fans have noticed the extent of Rich the Kid's writing abilities. If you've listened to a track from Rich in the past year, you'll notice he's still writing about the same things, over the same type of beats. We get it, Rich. You're rich. I think it's time to take a break from releasing new music, and work on building a new experience for your fans. Right now it seems like Rich is seriously just churning out tracks for a profit with the limited time he has left in his career. Come on, Rich. You're better than that. And hey, if you're looking to build up your career instead of staying in infinite stagnation. 4. Sixnine. And as much as we've enjoyed seeing Sixnine on Steve Wildoit's YouTube channel, the colorful self-proclaimed King of New York may have regressed down to a serf. To be completely honest with you, it might not even be the rapper's fault entirely. After his memorable court case a few years back, Sixnine took a break from his music. After all this time, the rapper has finally decided to release some new material. How did that song do? Within a month of the release of his new song, Gine, on Spotify, he's racked up, wait for it, 5 million streams. Compared to his prior single drops, this one is struggling to find viral mass appeal. So then, is this the beginning of the end for the controversial rapper? It definitely could be. How many times can you shoot a music video with the same aesthetic? With his album, Dummy Boy, Sixnine definitely reached the pinnacle of his career back in 2018. Despite all of this, 6ix9ine really seems like a great guy overall. He'll also always be remembered as a force to be reckoned with in the late 2010s. 5. Migos. This one might ruffle some feathers. But let's be honest, can you name more than one song from the Migos' last project? Oh, what was its name? I forgot. Culture 3. Ah, right, my bad. Here was my take on the last Migos album. It sounded like Offset, Quavo and Takeoff literally took off. Were they even in the same room when they recorded the project? Where was the chemistry between the trio? That playful swagger all three had played off of each other's lines back on Culture 1 and 2 was nowhere to be found. If you think about it, it really does feel like each individual member of the Migos has gotten too comfortable. There is no reason to grind anymore. When you've achieved riches and fame for multiple years in a row, what more is there to achieve? The Migos definitely aren't strapped for cash, and with their affiliation to Quality Control Music, they'll be making some good money off of the next generation for years to come. This is quite interesting as their peers such as Lil Baby, Young Thug, and Pop Smoke have all put more heart into their music despite being years into their careers. Lil Baby and Young Thug especially have tried new flows and unexpected collaborations and have built their team for scale. Young Thug has influenced the hip-hop scene countless times throughout the last decade. And sure, the Migos spawned the new wave of trap rappers such as Lil Baby. But since then, have they even tried to evolve it? Honorable fall-off mentions YBN Nahmir, born Nicholas Alexander Simmons on December 18, 1999, is a rapper and vocalist from the United States. Rubbin' Off the Paint peaked at number 46 on the Billboard Hot 100, Bounce Out With That reached number 1 on the bubbling under Hot 100 singles chart, Op Stopper, solo or remix with 21 Savage, also peaked at number 78 on the Billboard Hot 100 list and is some of his most well-known works. Since then though, Nahmir hasn't had much chart success. Surprisingly enough, his numbers aren't falling off like crazy. So whilst I personally can't name any new material from the rapper, it seems as if rap fans are still streaming his old stuff. Perhaps Nahmir still has tracks waiting to drop and chart. Lil Pump, born Gazi Garcia on August 17, 2000, is an American rapper you probably know. In addition to being one of the most renowned members of the SoundCloud rap community, he is also recognized for his minimalist music and his hyperactive public image. In his case, he is regularly seen consuming substances like marijuana, lean, and Xanax, behaviors that have sparked debate. The track, Gucci Gang, which reached number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and was certified 5 times platinum by the Recording Industry Association of America, catapulted Lil Pump to stardom in 2017. Pretty crazy, right? On the US Billboard 200, he reached number 3 with his debut album, Lil Pump, 2017. I Love It, Eskeet It, Butterfly Doors, Racks on Racks, Be Like Me, Welcome to the Party with Lil Wayne, and Welcome to the Party from the Deadpool 2 soundtrack have all been published since then. Harvard Dropout, 2019, was his highest charting studio album to date, coming in at number 7 on the US Billboard 200. But since then, it isn't looking too good. Rap fans have grown tired of the nonsense. There are only so many times you can repeat the same words 12 times in a hip-hop song and expect it to go viral. Lil Pump did however recently drop a new project with longtime collaborator and friend Smoke Perp. The new single titled Tesla, off the tape is quite decent, but is it enough to revive both Pump and Perp's careers? As YK Osiris Jarkel Williams, born September 7, 1998, in Jacksonville, Florida, is an American singer. Lil Uzi Vert's remixes of his songs, I'm Next, Freestyle, and Valentine sparked his rise to fame in the early stages of his career. Worth It peaked at number 48 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 2019, after he joined Def Jam Recordings. The Golden Child, his debut album, included the song as the lead single. YK is best known for blending rap music with R&B. It seems though that fans aren't digging his new material enough to give Osiris a new hit song. YK in recent times has gotten more hits on his social media than his music for simply hanging around Drake. YK's ability to spark controversy and obtain massive connections in the industry suggested he had a promising career. But fans weren't on the same page. Poor YK. Right, be sure to subscribe and turn on the notification bell to get notified on the big deal. Thanks for watching.